Time for 4 downs here on This Week in Football presented by Geico. And Peyton Manning made some news this week, guys. 51st touchdown pass of the season. He breaks Tom Brady's record. Tom, of course, had broken Peyton's record to take that hold when he had the 50 touchdowns in 2007. Peyton still has another week, by the way. So, Gary, the question is for first down, is Peyton the greatest quarterback of all time?
No, I don't think so. I still put clearly Joe Montana is the best of all time. I think Tom Brady is number 2. Peyton is in the top 5. He gets downgraded, Ryan, a 9-11 record in the postseason, only 1 Super Bowl championship.
See, and to me, Peyton Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time. The greatest regular season quarterback of all time. You look at his wins and losses, the statistics during the season, off the charts. But the games that we remember are the games in January, the Super Bowls. And as Gary said, he has fallen short in that category.
Who is then to you, if it's not him?
Oh, Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's the best quarterback.
You think he's the best quarterback of all time?
Without question. And in fact, I think it's by a decent margin.
Really? Wow. Even though he's had maybe the greatest coach of all time with him.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead, Howard.
You look. Peyton Manning doesn't win the big game often enough to be the greatest of all time. I mean, you got guys that have come back and won games all over the league. Think about it. I mean, Montana's been great for a long time. You got Elway, great all the time. This guy just isn't winning enough big games.
And there's something to that. He is 9-11 in the postseason.
Knocked out the first round of the playoffs, almost all of them.
Well, usually it's the second round because he's had so many regular season wins that he has a bye. But, Howard, let me ask you this. There was a time when, the guy just needed to win one. He needed to win one. He won one. Now it's not enough. It's not good enough. What if he wins 2? Where does the conversation go then?
He's still going to be okay, but I'm telling you, he doesn't win enough. He just doesn't win enough big games.
No, if he
wins 2,
second,
if he wins 2, it's going to be under some unique circumstances.
What down is this? Are we still on first down?
We are still on first down.
Is this down and a half?
Because he's still on.
This is my man crush. I need to protect Peyton.
Listen,
that's what it is.
It's going to be cold. He's playing in Denver. All the things that we've said he can't do, if he does it this year, then you can take him out.
We better go to hurry up offense.
Yeah, hurry up offense. Here we go to second down. And the question is Cowboys related, Gary, and it's whether or not the Tony Romo injury is actually going to save Jason Garrett's job.
No, I don't think it will, or it shouldn't at least. I mean, he may not get fired, but the fact of the matter is, regardless of the Tony Romo injury, the Cowboys never should have been in this position in the first place. I think they're the most talented team in the NFC East. I think it's been that way for a couple of years. It always comes down to the last game of the season. They've lost it every year with Jason Garrett. I think he's very disappointing as a head coach. Such a smart player, such a bad game manager.
Totally disagree with your assessment that they're the most talented team in the NFC East. The Cowboys are the only team that have dudes playing. I'm checking the depth chart because I've never heard of them.
Right.
The only team out there. And whether they win Sunday night or not, whether Romo's hurt or not, should not matter. I wrote that in my column this week. You should look at the entire body of work. And if you want to keep them, great. If you want to get rid of them, great. But if they keep them because they made the playoffs, what are you really saying? You're saying you're keeping them, Jason Garrett, because on 4th and 11, the Redskins didn't cover DeMarco Murray? Because if they cover DeMarco Murray, then the Cowboys lose, and then the Eagles already won the division.
Howard?
I don't know about saving his job or anything. I just think that they've been struggling. They've been a classic 8-8 team for the whole time that I can think of for the last 10 years, almost an 8-8 team. I don't think that's going to save his job one way or another. If they're 8-8 this year or 9-7, same guy.
No, Ross, you're going to start emailing me your column? I didn't realize that was part of the repertoire as well, my friend.
Yes.
Columnist Ross Tucker. Get that going to the crew here. So we have a little prep going. Let's go to third down here.
Just so you know, it's really easy to be a columnist.
Oh, hey, I see that.
Let me just say something. I don't want to say this. People read mine.
Oh, nicely done. I love it. This holiday season. We're very good, fellas. All right, third down here, and the question of which coach should be fired. Howard, let's stick with the cheeriness here on set. Which coach should be fired?
Holy smokes, and it comes to me. I'm going to say this, because I picked this team to go to the Super Bowl. Atlanta's Mike Smith.
Mike Smith, after all his successful seasons.
No, I'm just serious. Guys, look, the way we judge things these days, we want instant gratification. And Mike Smith, we had him, and they were going to go to the Super Bowl. This is awesome. They have a bad season. Why not fire him? Do you fire everybody else? It seems that's where I'm looking at.
Ross, who would you fire?
Jim Schwartz. This is easy just because of the way they folded down the stretch. But as if I wasn't sure, Jim Schwartz went out of his way to cement it for me with what he did on Sunday as regulation time was running out against the New York Giants. I think most people saw that and realized what took place.
Cursing out fans, not a good way to go out. Gary, who would be the coach you think needs to go?
Well, I'll just go back and say that I think that Jason Garrett is really underachieved. as a head coach, and it goes beyond what happens on Sunday night. If you've paid attention to the Cowboys over the years, there's just been so many instances where his questionable game management decisions have cost the Cowboys victories. I think he's been just a very, very mediocre head coach.
Fourth down. Who is, we'll turn it positive here, the coach of the year, Ross? Since we're firing some, let's lift some up with a trophy.
Ron Rivera. He was as good as gone. Now they might have a bye in the first round. Ron Rivera, easy.
Gary?
You know, I would agree with that. Early in the season when I was there for the Giant game, they thought if they lost that game, he could get fired in the middle of the season, and now they can go deep into the playoffs.
Who do you say, Howard?
Belichick, man. With that team he's got offensively and still able to be that close to the great Denver Broncos and your Peyton Manning, I think Belichick.
You know what? I'd like to say Bruce Arians because I think the job he's done is fantastic, but I have to agree with Howard. In this one, I'll go with Bill Belichick as well. The greatest coach with the greatest quarterback usually doesn't win that award, but he deserves it this year.